By Ashraf Khalil and Kevin Frecking, Associated Press, Washington. Fervent supporters of President Donald Trump rallied in Washington on Saturday behind his spurious claim of a stolen election and swarmed his motorcade when he detoured for a drive-by on his way out of town. "I just want to keep up his spirits and let him know we support him," one loyalist, Anthony Whitaker of Winchester, Virginia, said from outside the Supreme Court, where a few thousand assembled after a march along Pennsylvania Avenue from Freedom Plaza, near the White House. A week after the presidential race was called for Democrat Joe Biden, their fury at the prospect of a transfer of executive power showed no signs of abating, taking a cue from a president unrelenting in asserting he won an election he actually lost. Trump persists even though a broad coalition of top government and industry officials has declared that the November 3 voting and the following count unfolded smoothly with no more than the usual minor hiccups, the most secure in American history, they said, repudiating his efforts to undermine the integrity of the contest. The crowd was beginning to gather in the morning when cheers rang out as Trump's limousine neared Freedom Plaza. People lined both sides of the street. Some stood just a few feet away from Trump's vehicle, others showed their enthusiasm by running along with the caravan. They chanted, "USA, USA," and "4 more years," and many carried American flags and signs to show their displeasure with the vote tally. After making the short detour for the slow drive around the site, the motorcade headed to the President's Virginia Golf Club. Among the speakers was a Georgia Republican newly elected to the U.S. House. Marjorie Taylor Greene, who has expressed racist views and support for QAnon conspiracy theories, urged people to march peacefully toward the Supreme Court. The marchers included members of the Proud Boys, a neo-fascist group known for street brawling with ideological opponents at political rallies. The march was largely peaceful, with some tension along the margins as counterdemonstrators heckled the Trump supporters with chants of, "You lost." The Million MAGA March was heavily promoted on social media, raising concerns that it could spark conflict with anti-Trump demonstrators, who have gathered near the White House in Black Lives Matter Plaza for weeks. In preparation, police closed off wide swaths of downtown, where many stores and offices have been boarded up since Election Day. Chris Rodriguez, director of the city's Homeland Security and Emergency Management Agency, said the police were experienced at keeping the peace. The issues that Trump's campaign and its allies have pointed to are typical in every election: problems with signatures, secrecy envelopes and postal marks on mail-in ballots, as well as the potential for a small number of ballots miscast or lost.